Hey guys, it's Sophie Cunningham here. I'm finally in Indiana and I am so excited to be here and meet all of you. See you guys at the game. Bye.
That is not the sound of someone who does not want to play for the Indiana Fever. For years, rumors whispered across social media and basketball circles claimed that the Indiana Fever was a place nobody really wants to play. Critics latched onto it, spinning a story that talented athletes were either desperate to escape Indiana or never wanted to arrive in the first place. They said it was a wasteland for top-tier talent, a place where marquee players refused to go. But when Sophie Cunningham showed up in Indiana beaming with excitement, talking about championships and forging unstoppable bonds, all those old narratives began to crumble.
Woohoo! Finally here! Got it! All right.
Sophie is the spark the Indiana Fever didn't know they were missing until she arrived. If you've been sleeping on this squad, wake up, because her whirlwind move from Phoenix is about to change everything. Today, we're diving into how Sophie's shattering old narratives, why she's the perfect fit for Caitlin Clark, and what this means for a franchise that suddenly got the league on notice. At the height of this chatter, Sheryl Swoopes, known for her legendary WNBA career, made a dismissive remark that allegedly confirmed the rumor. Nobody wants to play for the Fever. Suddenly it was everywhere, repeated on every platform, fueling cynics who said the once proud Indiana franchise was in freefall. Fast forward to Sophie Cunningham, a fearless competitor with a sharp three-point stroke, a tough-as-nails reputation, and a track record of stepping up in big games. Not only did she land with the Fever, she landed with enthusiasm bursting from every pore.
Yeah, I'm stoked. I'm so excited. I think it's refreshing.
Instead of showing uncertainty or doubt, Sophie expressed the exact opposite: giddy excitement and a mindset of "I'm here to win it all."
But again, this is just a new style, and this is the style that I thrive in. When you have people who can shoot the ball, who move the ball, who are running gunners, and share the ball, this is the type of offense that I want to be in.
That's not the sound of a player dreading a move. That's someone who sees a sleeping giant ready to wake up.
And so I'm just stoked. And like I said, the offense is more my style, but I'm also surrounded by a great culture and great people, and that's what I'm also very excited about, to be here in Indiana.
Hours later, her Instagram stories were popping. Cryptic posts like "New Chapter," "Big Dreams" with a fever emoji. Fans caught on quickly, flooding her replies with "Welcome to Indy," while doubters scrambled to backtrack. Swoopes' narrative wasn't just challenged, it was torched. Sophie didn't need convincing. She was all in from the jump. Her energy flipped the script so fast it left critics dizzy, and Fever faithful were already chanting her name before she even landed. But what drove her to see Indiana as a goldmine? When the trade news broke, Sophie Cunningham was nowhere near an office, stadium, or press conference. She wasn't even in a gym. She was soaking up the sun poolside in Phoenix, relaxing after another intense basketball season. An unexpected phone call arrived, and instead of reacting with a sigh or worry, Sophie beamed with pure optimism.
Where were you when you found out about this, and what was kind of that general reaction to a fresh start here?
Yeah, you guys will learn that if I'm not in the gym, I'm normally by the pool. And so I was actually poolside when I found out, and there's a lot of emotions just because I have been out there for so long. But to be honest, my original thought was oh heck yeah, we're about to go win a championship. That's exactly where my mind went.
Even the media that first interviewed her seemed stunned by how thrilled she was. It was exciting, plain and simple, and it seemed almost defiant, in light of the negative rumors swirling.
I've been in Phoenix for the past 6 years, was drafted out there. I've had a really great time. I've been very blessed with being around a lot of GOATs in the game and learning the game on another level.
This wasn't just a trade for Sophie, it was a full circle moment. Growing up in Missouri, she was that kid dominating pickup games on cracked asphalt courts, dreaming of pro hoops while her family cheered from folding chairs.
I love it. My roots are here in the Midwest, and just to be closer to home. My sister is married and has a kid, has another one on the way, and family is everything to me. I have a really great support system.
Now she's back in the Midwest, where the air feels familiar and the people get her. "My roots are here," she told reporters, her voice cracking just a bit. Her sister's got a growing family, 2 kids, 1 on the way, and Sophie's thrilled to be a short drive away. "Family's everything to me," she said, and you can tell it's not just talk. When news broke, her phone lit up with over 200 messages. Old coaches, high school teammates, even random uncles asking, "How do I get season tickets?" She laughed it off. "I've been here 2 hours. I don't know yet." Missouri fans are mobilizing too. Caravans are already planned for game days, turning Gainbridge into a Midwest party. This isn't some hired gun passing through. It's a homecoming with heart. She's not just playing for a team, she's playing for her people, and when she hit Indiana soil, the welcome was unreal.
Oh gosh, this is the first time I've seen my jersey. Oh, I love this. It's like I'm a rookie all over again.
Within hours of arriving in Indiana, Sophie was already making a splash on social media. Clips showed her exploring the facilities, her eyes lighting up when she saw her new jersey for the first time. She compared the experience to feeling like a rookie all over again, one with the unstoppable spirit of a seasoned vet. Fans devoured every snippet, retweeting, commenting, and celebrating someone who was bringing fresh life to a team in dire need of it. The Fever's social team was ready, dropping clips that racked up thousands of views in minutes. Her grin was electric, her vibe pure chaos in the best way. Teammates couldn't resist but be happy about their new teammate. She toured the locker room, high-fiving staff, even joking with a janitor about the court shine. It wasn't scripted PR fluff, it was Sophie being Sophie, and Indiana ate it up. By the time she sat down for her official team introduction, her message was crystal clear. Not only did she want to be in Indiana, she was certain this team could compete at the highest level. She didn't just arrive, she ignited a frenzy.
We just have a squad and our depth is amazing, and I'm just excited. But to be honest, I think when you have a group that can let go of the egos and you're really just here to win and work hard, I think that's the best type of group, and you're all willing to do the dirty work, and I think that's what I'm most excited about. That's my bread and butter right there, is outwork your opponents and have fun doing it.
But her words about Caitlin Clark, that's where the real story heats up. Across the WNBA landscape, jaws dropped. How could anyone claim nobody wants to play there if Sophie Cunningham was bounding around with such excitement? The contrast between the old rumor and her obvious eagerness was impossible to ignore. And as we'll see next, Sophie's excitement wasn't limited to media day smiles. She was bringing a brand new flavor of toughness to a team that desperately needed it. Caitlin Clark's rookie year was brutal, let's not sugarcoat it. She was a human highlight reel, sure, but also a punching bag. Hard fouls, sneaky elbows, screens that felt more like tackles. Opponents tested her, and her teammates couldn't always push back. Sophie Cunningham's here to flip that script fast. "I'm fierce, I'm sassy, I stick up for my teammates," she said at her presser, and her track record backs it up.
Just to be alongside of her and maybe relieve the pressure, being able to shoot and spread the court for her to go do her thing. She's still young, and I think that I've been taken under, Diana took me under her wing, and I've learned a lot from her, and now I hope to kind of do the same for Caitlin if she wants it.
In Phoenix, she was the enforcer nobody messed with. That feistiness isn't just talk, it's a proven track record. Opponents have learned that if you come after Sophie's squad, you might have to answer to her, which changes the entire tone of a game. Remember that 2022 scuffle with Misha Hines-Allen? Hines tried stepping over a fallen teammate, and Sophie yanked her leg back like, "Not today." Refs broke it up, but the message stuck. Cross her squad, and you'll regret it. Now, Clark's got that shield. Anything she needs, I'm here, Sophie promised, and you can feel the loyalty dripping off every word. Last season, Clark absorbed hits with no answer. Game after game, the physical toll piled up. Sophie's changing that. She's not just talk, she thrives in the chaos, ready to glare down anyone who gets cute with her star. Opponents will think twice now because Sophie's not afraid to get in their face. The idea of pairing Clark's sublime offensive artistry with Sophie's protective instincts is already stirring excitement among fans. It's not just about preventing cheap shots or intimidation. When you have that kind of enforcer on your side, it frees up star players to focus on the game, knowing someone's got their back if things get physical. And her shooting. It's about to break defenses wide open. She's not just tough, she's a weapon defenses can't ignore. Sophie's been lighting it up from deep, hitting 38% of her threes over the last 4 seasons. Top 20 in the league for makes per minute. That's not a fluke, it's a game changer. Last year, Indiana's offense hit walls. Teams swarmed Clark with 3 or 4 bodies, clogging lanes and daring the Fever to shoot. Too often, they couldn't. Enter Sophie, a sniper who loves the pressure. "This is my style. Shooters, movers, gunners who share the ball," she said, eyes gleaming. Picture this. Clark drives, pulls the defense in, kicks it out. Sophie's in the corner, cashing it. Aaliyah Boston gets cleaner post-ups with less crowding. Kelsey Mitchell finds gaps when doubles shift her way. Sophie's career-high 40%. From deep in 2022 earned her most improved buzz, and she's still in her prime at 28. Coach Stephanie White's system, fast, fluid, aggressive, fits her like a glove. "I've wanted to play for her forever," Sophie admitted, recalling college battles where White's teams torched her. Now they're aligned, and the Fever's spacing issues? Gone. Defenses can't sag off anymore. Sophie's too deadly, but the roster's bigger story. It's dripping with title vibes. This isn't a team anymore. It's a contender built to last. Sophie's no stranger to big stages. She hit the 2021 WNBA Finals with Phoenix, logging nearly 300 playoff minutes across 6 seasons. She's felt the heat, made the shots, taken the bruises. Now she's joined by vets who've been there too. Danana Bonner's a postseason legend. Over 60 playoff games, clutch as they come, a nightmare for anyone guarding her. Natasha Howard's got 3 rings, a two-way beast who can lock down stars and score through contact. Sydney Coulson brings locker room glue and a title from San Antonio. Together, they've played in 9 WNBA finals. 9. That's not random experience. It's championship DNA. "Our depth is unreal," Sophie said, rattling off names like she's reading a hit list. Bonner's a beast, Howard's a champ, Boston's a force, Mitchell's a scorer. We've got a squad. This isn't a young core hoping to gel. It's a mix of hunger and know-how. Last year, the Fever were promising, but green. Playoff runs felt distant. Now, they've got players who've tasted the trophy and they're starving for more. So, how's this crew gelling already? Egos are gone, hustle's in. Sophie's rewriting the Fever's soul.
Just the competitor that I am. I'm fierce, I'm sassy. I stick up for my teammates, stick up for myself, and so sometimes I think that's okay to be feisty and to be yourself, but I'm excited to play in front of the fans.
"When you've got a group that ditches egos and just wants to win, that's gold," she said, and she's living it every day. Her first practice was a wake-up call, diving for loose balls, barking at teammates to sprint, drilling contact finishes with trainer Keith Porter barking orders. "That's my bread and butter, outwork 'em and grin," she said, wiping. "Sweat like it's a badge." Aaliyah Boston nodded in approval. "She's intense, man. I love it." Kelsey Mitchell couldn't stop laughing at her trash talk. "She's wild, but she's us." Fans felt the shift too. X exploded with "Sophie's a dog" posts, one clip of her chest-bumping Clark hitting 500K views. She's not here to coast, she's here to grind, and it's infectious. Day 1, she skipped media fluff for gym time, pounding through drills like playoffs start tomorrow. "I'm stoked for this culture," she said, and you can see it. A team shedding its old skin for something tougher, hungrier. Sophie Cunningham might have found her perfect environment, but she's still coming from a place where she spent years learning a specific system in Phoenix. Adapting to new teammates, new playbooks, and new leadership can take time. The locker room's buzzing, the stands are electric, Indiana's got a new heartbeat, and Sophie's the pulse. And the hype, it's louder than ever. So where does this leave us? Sophie Cunningham's turned Indiana into a destination nobody saw coming. She's brought fire, fierce loyalty, a shooter's touch, and a protector's edge to a squad that's been craving it. Caitlin Clark's got her enforcer. Aaliyah Boston's got more room. Kelsey Mitchell's got a partner in crime. Add Bonner's grit, Howard's rings, Coulson's savvy, and Sophie's playoff scars. And this isn't just a roster, it's a machine. The nobody wants to play here, dead and buried under a pile of championship talent. Fans are all in. Comments like "Sophie makes Earth better" and "Fever's about to cook" are everywhere. Analysts are buzzing too. 2025 title. Talks aren't crazy anymore. This team's not just knocking on the door, they're ready to kick it down. Does this automatically guarantee a trophy next season? Of course not. but it signals something bigger, the start of a new era for the Indiana Fever, and perhaps a new era for the league as a whole. Is this the year Indiana shocks the league and hoists that trophy? You tell me. Drop your hype level in the comments. Smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss a second of this ride. Who's your MVP in this stacked lineup? Let's hear it, because the Fever's revolution is just getting started.